Most business owners and managers don't consider dehydration in the workplace to be an important factor for improving productivity and their bottom line, but research reveals that this can be a costly oversight. In recent studies, researchers at the University of Connecticut's Human Performance Laboratory discovered that even mild dehydration has a negative effect on the mood, physical performance, and cognitive capabilities of workers. Researchers found it didn't matter if an employee had done strenuous work or was sitting at a desk all day. The adverse effects of mild dehydration were the same. They found that mild dehydration reduces productivity by 12%, and 3 to 4% dehydration reduces workers' productivity by 25 to 50%. And at just 1% dehydration, workers began to experience decreased cognitive abilities, reduced concentration and alertness, with slower reaction times. In a recent performance study by NASA, the effects of ambient temperature on the error rates of telegraph key operators was investigated. The results were as follows. In a North American study, the correlation between rising temperatures and workplace accidents was examined, and it was found that the rate of accidents increased by 30% where the temperature rose from 20 degrees to 24 degrees Celsius. They also found that at 3% dehydration, workers' reaction times were the same as drivers with a 0.08 blood alcohol content, which makes them 5 times more likely to crash their cars. And this begs the question, how much more likely is it to have a workplace accident when dehydrated? From studies in Australian mines, it was found that 60% of the workers reported to work in a dehydrated state, with over half being more than 2% dehydrated. But workers who were educated on the importance of hydration and engaged in programmed drinking, that is, drinking 250 milliliters of water every 15 minutes, as opposed to drinking ad lib, remained hydrated all day. When we sweat, we not only lose water, but also essential salts and minerals, which if not replaced, can result in involuntary dehydration, the body's inability to rehydrate after fluid intake. Dehydration affects everyone, but women appear to be more susceptible than men to the adverse effects of mild dehydration. The question business owners and managers must ask themselves when calculating the cost of dehydration is not only how many workers actually fell ill, but also how many errors, accidents and injuries could have been prevented had workers been hydrated, alert and performing at their peak. Click the button below to get instant access to the online workplace hydration audit that reveals the areas owners and managers can focus on to keep workers hydrated. There are also other links to an online questionnaire and a color chart to help employees monitor their personal hydration status. These are must-have resources to help prevent dehydration in the workplace and improve productivity.